Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today is a bit of a long overdue video. I am going to be showing you how to do a half hexagon to fill in the sides for your scrappy granny hexagon blankets. Now the video for the main hexagon and the tight join as you go is already on my channel. I will link to it in the description box below, and potentially a little thing has popped up here. So if this is the first time to my channel, it would be great if you could just take a moment to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. So all the information on yarn I've used and hook sizes and everything about this blanket is in my other video. So feel free to take a moment, if you haven't already watched it, to pop over and take a quick little look. So for this video, I'm going to be showing you how you do the half hexagon on the long sides so that you have a straight edge. Obviously mine is not quite straight because it's very much a work in progress. But it's so you have a straight side edge ahead of the border. So my blanket has grown slightly since you last saw it. I think it was like 7 hexagons before. I've been slowly chipping away at it. I've got quite a few ends, but it's getting there. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that you have already watched this video. You have nailed this granny hexagon shape. You know exactly what you're doing with the tight join as you go. And I'm just going to go ahead and jump straight into showing you how you do the little half hexagon for the long sides of the blanket. All right, so with my 4.5mm hook and some Signet Boho Spirit, I'm going to go ahead and do a magic ring. Now, just as normal, if you don't like doing a magic ring, you can substitute this out and chain 2 and put all your stitches into the second chain from your hook. So I'm going to chain 4. I already chained 1 as I was chatting, so I'm just going to do 3 more chains. Then I'm going to put 2 double crochet into the magic ring. Chain 2, 2 double crochet into the magic ring. Chain 2, 2 more double crochet into that magic ring. Chain 1 and pop a double crochet into that center ring. So you will have 3 sets of 2 double crochet with a double crochet chain 1 and a chain 4 on the other side. So you can go ahead and tighten up your magic ring. Okay, for the second round, you're going to chain 4, which counts as a double crochet and a chain 1. Turn your work. So you're now working back around. We've just flipped it. So into this first space in between your 2 double crochet and your standalone single one here, into the gap in between, you're going to put 2 double crochet just into that gap. Then into this chain 2 space over here, you're going to put 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, all into that same space. Now into this next chain 2 space, same again, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, all into that same chain 2 space. Then into the space in between your 2 double crochet and your initial chain 4 of that round below, in between you're going to put 2 double crochet into this gap here. Then chain 1, and you're going to put a double crochet into the third of these 4 chains. Now, if you can't necessarily see the third chain, just aim for the top. It doesn't need to be perfect, so don't worry too much if you're going into the second or the third or the fourth and you can't see clearly, because you're going to cover it with a border. So just aim for the top, ideally into that third chain, but don't stress if you can't find it. You just want to be anchoring into the chain itself with a double crochet. So you'll have a shape that sort of looks a bit like this. Next round, just like before, chain 4 and turn. Your chain 4 counts as a double crochet and a chain 1. So turn your work, and then in between your double crochet and your 2 double crochet, in this space here, 2 double crochet. Two double crochet in between your sets of 2 here. And then into the chain 2 space, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, all into that same sort of corner point. Two double crochet in between these clusters here, so right in the center. And then a corner into this chain 2 space. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, all into that same chain 2 space. Two double crochet in between your granny clusters here on the side. Two double crochet in between your granny clusters and this chain 4 at the end. Chain 1, just like before, double crochet into the third chain of your chain 4. But like I said before, don't stress if you can't find it, just aim for the top. Next round, just like before, there's a pattern. Chain 4, which counts as a double crochet in chain 1, turn your work, 2 double crochet into this space immediately below. And then 2 double crochet in between your clusters on the sides. So 2 double crochet here and 2 double crochet here. Then we're at the corner point with your chain 2 space. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, all into that same chain 2 space. Two double crochet in between these clusters and 2 double crochet in between these clusters. Then we're back to another corner, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, all into that chain 2 space. If at any point I am going too fast, you can slow the video down. But if you've reached this stage, you've probably made so many granny hexagons that you know exactly what you're doing. So back down the side, 2 double crochet in between these guys here, 2 double crochet in between these guys here, so here and here, to work our way back down. Two double crochet in between this cluster here and your chains at the end. Chain 1 and a double crochet into the 3rd chain of your 4. If you can find it. If you can't, doesn't matter. All right, so you've got 4 rounds of your half hexagon. So now for round 5, this is the point where we're going to join it to the blanket with the tight join as you go. So mine is going to be joining into this space here. Okay, so for the 5th round and for joining, you're going to turn before you do anything. I know we've been chaining before turning, but for this one, just turn your work because we're going to be joining in here. So to start, chain 3 and lift up a loop, take your hook out and pop it into the corner space of this orangey red one over here. Pop the loop back on your hook and bring it through. So now we're going to be working on joining to this reddy orange hexagon here. So double crochet in between the single double crochet on its own here and your cluster of 2. You're working into the space just like before. So pop in a double crochet and we're going to be doing the tight join as you go. So pick up a loop, go into this first double crochet on your orangey one, pull it through, and then put your second double crochet into this space here. Pull up a loop, go on to the next one, join it in and pull it through. Now for the rest of the side of your half hexagon, you're going to be doing 2 double crochet in between each clusters all the way to this corner point. So I'm going to sort of assume that you've got this tight join as you go nailed by this stage. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this side cluster here with the joining, and I will meet you back here in the corner section. Okay, so I'm on my corner section now. I'm still joining to the red hexagon over here. Just finish up my last stitch of the first half of that corner. Now I'm going to join at these corner sections the same way I have done, and as you saw on the video for the large one, just the same way as I've done. So I'm going to chain 1, put my hook in this red hexie first, pull it through, pull up a loop, put my hook in through this blue one, put that loop back on, bring it through, chain 1, and then I'm going to carry on attaching to this blue now. So we've attached this side, Now it's time for the blue. So just like before, I'm just going to turn slightly. Finish up my corner and attach as I go. So I'm on this corner section now, attaching to my last double crochet of the blue. Just like before, chain 1, take your hook out. Oops, move your blanket. I'm going to go into this blue chain 2 space, bring that loop through there, and then into this purple. Bring the loop through there, chain 1. Move that out of the way. And I'm going to carry on. And then I will show you, once we've attached this little section, how to finish off your half hexagon. Just going to turn my work again. Okay, so approaching the end, I've got 3 more stitches to go. So your final stitches, I've reached this point with my 2 double crochet and that sort of chain 4 at the beginning of the row. I'm going to put the 2 double crochet in between, just as we have all the way down. I'm going to put them into that space between as I attach the last 2 double crochet of my purple hexagon. So this is my last one here. You can see this is my chain 2 space, and I've only got 1 more double crochet that I can actually join to. So now for this bit, for finishing the hexagon. Oops, my yarn's all caught on my scissors. You are going to chain 1, pull up a loop, put your hook into the chain 2 space on this purple one. It's a little bit tricky to see. Pop the loop back on your hook and pull it through. And then you are going to just straight away do a double crochet into that 3rd chain of your 4th. Mine's tucked under here a little bit. But just as before, don't worry. If you can't quite find 4th, of course I'm using silver, which is quite possibly the worst colour. I thought it would have turned darker by this stage, but hey ho. So I'm going to put my final double crochet in there. So after this 2nd of these 2, the clusters, chained 1, lifted up a loop, put my hook through the chain 2 of the purple, pulled it through, and then just immediately did my double crochet. So now I'm going to chain 1. I'm bringing my scissors. I'm going to cut myself a decent long length for weaving in. And then I'm going to pull that through and tighten it. So then you can weave this in. But this is your half hexagon from the sides. Now the good thing about the silver is it does show off beautifully the tight join as you go. So I hope all that made sense. I hope you will be able to now do your nice straight edges if you haven't already. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up so I know that you like this sort of thing and I can do more videos like this. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to shout in the comment section below or find me on social media. If you have any requests for future videos, please do comment and let me know. I do read all the comments and try to get to all of you. And I will see you again very soon. I've got some exciting squares coming up in future weeks for my channel. So stay tuned, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you again for another video very soon. Happy crocheting! Bye!